Seniors eat these 5 cheeses to strengthen bones and prevent muscle loss. After 60, your bones lose density up to 1% every single year, and muscle strength declines even faster, a condition known as sarcopenia. This silent process doesn't just make you weaker, it increases your risk of falls, fractures, and losing your independence. But here's the surprising part. While many seniors cut out cheese, thinking it's unhealthy or too fatty, the right cheeses can actually be one of your best weapons against bone loss and muscle decline, backed by new research from the National Institute on Aging and top nutrition experts. Certain cheeses are loaded with highly bioavailable calcium, muscle-protecting proteins, and even compounds that improve balance and mobility. Today, on Healthy Seniors, we'll uncover the 5 cheeses that every senior should consider adding to their weekly diet, and just as important, which common cheeses might be silently harming your health. Stay with me until the end, because cheese, number 5, is the one most seniors never think about. Yet it could be the easiest daily habit you'll ever adopt. Number 1, Parmesan. This cheese is not just a delicious topping for pasta for seniors over 60. It's a bone-strengthening powerhouse. 1 single ounce of authentic Parmigiano contains around 330 milligrams of calcium, which is more than a quarter of your daily requirement, and it's in a form your body can absorb far more efficiently than from supplements. That's because Parmesan is a hard-aged cheese, and during the long aging process, typically 12 to 36 months, lactose is almost entirely broken down. This means it's much gentler on digestion, even for seniors who are lactose intolerant. On top of that, Parmesan is rich in casein protein, a slow-digesting protein that feeds your muscles for hours after eating, helping to counteract the steady muscle loss that accelerates after age 60. Studies published in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research have shown that seniors with higher dietary protein and calcium intake maintain better bone density and balance over time. Another unique benefit of Parmesan is its high content of vitamin K2, which plays a critical role in directing calcium into your bones instead of letting it build up in your arteries. Something especially important for heart health in older adults. And here's the secret most people overlook. The saltiness of Parmesan actually allows you to use less cheese overall while still getting big flavor, making it easier to keep calories under control. You can sprinkle it over roasted vegetables, stir it into soups, or shave it onto a salad. Just remember, authentic Parmigiano Reggiano has a stamp on the rind. Avoid the cheap Parmesan style, blends loaded with fillers and anti-caking agents, which won't give you the same benefits. Better tip, for maximum bone support, pair your Parmesan with a small serving of fresh greens like arugula or spinach. The vitamin K in the greens works synergistically with the K2 in Parmesan to supercharge calcium absorption and bone density. Number 2, cottage cheese. This variety has been quietly fueling athletes, bodybuilders, and even space travelers for decades. And it might just be one of the most underrated muscle-preserving foods for seniors over 60. Packed with high casein protein, it provides a slow, steady release of amino acids into the bloodstream, which is especially important for overnight muscle repair. Just 1 cup delivers around 25 grams of protein, nearly half the daily protein target for many older adults, along with a significant dose of calcium, phosphorus, and selenium. Unlike many cheeses, this one is naturally lower in fat and calories, making it an excellent choice for seniors managing weight while still wanting to protect muscle mass. A fascinating study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that when older adults consumed a high-protein dairy snack like cottage cheese before bed, they experienced a measurable increase in muscle protein synthesis compared to those who didn't. The mild flavor makes it incredibly versatile. You can enjoy it sweet with berries and a drizzle of honey, or savory with chopped tomatoes, herbs, and black pepper. But the real game changer for seniors is its probiotic potential. Some brands now offer live cultures that support gut health, which in turn improves nutrient absorption, immunity, and even mood stability. In fact, research from the University of California has linked better gut health in seniors with reduced risk of frailty, falls, and even cognitive decline. The only caution, many supermarket versions are loaded with unnecessary sodium to extend shelf life, which can contribute to elevated blood pressure. That's why it's worth reading the label carefully and choosing a low-sodium option, especially if you're eating it daily. Better tip: for the ultimate muscle and bone boost, pair low-sodium cottage cheese with fresh pineapple chunks. The bromelain in pineapple can aid protein digestion and reduce inflammation in joints, making it easier to stay active and mobile. Number 3. Feta. This tangy, crumbly option has been a staple in Mediterranean diets for centuries, and for good reason. It delivers a unique combination of bone-supporting minerals, muscle-friendly proteins, and digestive benefits, make it especially valuable for seniors over 60. Made traditionally from sheep's milk or a blend of sheep and goat's milk, it offers higher levels of calcium and phosphorus than many cow's milk cheeses, along with medium-chain fatty acids that your body uses quickly for energy instead of storing as fat. What makes this cheese stand out is its richness in conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, a fatty acid linked in research from the Journal of Nutrition to improved lean muscle retention and reduced inflammation, both of which are key to maintaining strength and mobility as we age. It's also naturally lower in fat than most hard cheeses, which means you can add it generously to salads, omelets, or roasted vegetables without worrying too much about excess calories. But perhaps its most overlooked benefit is its sodium profile. While it is salty, rinsing feta under cool water for 30 seconds before serving can significantly cut the salt content, making it safer for those watching their blood pressure. Seniors in regions like Crete, where feta is eaten almost daily, have some of the lowest rates of osteoporosis in the world, a statistic researchers attribute to the synergy of dairy minerals, fresh produce, and active lifestyles. I once spoke to a 72-year-old woman from a Greek coastal village who said her secret was crumbling a small handful of feta over a plate of tomatoes, cucumbers, and olive oil. Every afternoon, she still walked to the market daily and carried her own groceries uphill without assistance. That kind of simple, nutrient-rich habit might sound small, but over decades it can mean the difference between staying independent or relying on help. Better tip: combine feta with fresh tomatoes and a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil to mimic the traditional Greek salad. The healthy fats in olive oil enhance the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins from the cheese, boosting its bone-protecting effects. Number 4. Gruyere. This smooth, nutty-tasting variety from Switzerland is often thought of as a gourmet ingredient for French onion soup or fondue, but it hides a nutrient profile that could make a real difference for seniors fighting bone thinning and muscle decline. Being a hard-aged cheese, it's extremely rich in calcium. 1 ounce provides close to 300 milligrams, but it also delivers something equally critical for older adults: a high concentration of bioavailable phosphorus. Phosphorus works hand-in-hand with calcium to create and maintain bone structure that many seniors unknowingly fall short of their daily requirement, especially those who avoid meat. Gruyere also contains impressive amounts of zinc, a mineral essential for collagen formation in bone tissue and for maintaining immune function as we age. But what sets this cheese apart is its vitamin A content, not the beta-carotene found in carrots, but the ready-to-use retinol form your body needs for eye health, skin repair, and immune defense. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that seniors with adequate retinol intake experience fewer fractures and recover faster from injuries. There's also a surprising muscle benefit. Gruyere is packed with leucine, an amino acid that acts as a direct trigger for muscle protein synthesis, essentially telling your body to start building instead of breaking muscle down. This is vital for countering sarcopenia, which accelerates after age 60. And unlike many hard cheeses, Gruyere melts smoothly without becoming oily, making it easy to add into vegetable bakes, scrambled eggs, or even whole grain sandwiches. The only caution is its relatively high calorie density. A little goes a long way in flavor and nutrition, so savor it slowly. I once met a retired hiking guide in the Swiss Alps, aged 78, who swore by carrying a small wedge of Gruyere on every mountain walk. "It gives me strength without making me heavy," he told me, and judging by the fact he was still climbing steep trails in his late 70s, there might be something to that. Better tip: pair Gruyere with whole grain bread and fresh apple slices. The fiber from the bread slows sugar absorption, while the apple's natural acids enhance the flavor and may help digestion. Number 5. Blue cheese. This bold, Veined variety often gets a bad reputation for being too strong or too indulgent. Yet in the right portion and with the right choice, it can be a surprisingly powerful ally for seniors over 60. The signature blue-green veins come from penicillium cultures, which not only create its distinctive flavor, but also contribute probiotic compounds that may help regulate gut bacteria. A balanced gut microbiome has been linked in research from the Journal of Gerontology to better nutrient absorption, reduced inflammation, and even improved muscle function in older adults. Nutritionally, blue cheese offers a dense package of calcium, protein, and phosphorus. But what's truly unique is its high content of spermidine, a naturally occurring compound now being studied for its potential to extend healthy lifespan. By supporting cellular renewal and reducing age-related decline, in a 2021 European study, moderate intake of spermidine-rich foods, like blue cheese, was associated with improved cardiovascular health and lower incidence of frailty in seniors. Its intense flavor means you only need a small crumble to transform a salad, roasted vegetables, or a lean protein dish into something satisfying, helping you get the benefits without excess calories or sodium. Another overlooked advantage is that its strong taste can actually encourage mindful eating. You slow down, savor each bite, and often end up consuming less overall, which can be helpful for weight management later in life. I remember speaking with a retired dietitian in her late 60s who included a thumbnail-sized piece of blue cheese in her lunch 3 times a week. She said it felt like a treat, but worked like a supplement for her bones. And her bone density scans over the years had remained stable without medication. Better tip: pair a small crumble of blue cheese with fresh pears or figs. The natural sweetness balances the sharpness, while the fruit adds fiber and antioxidants, making it a bone-friendly, heart-smart combination. And there you have it, 5 delicious cheeses that don't just satisfy your taste buds, but actively work to keep your bones strong and your muscles resilient well into your senior years. If you take one thing away from today's video, let it be this: aging does not have to mean becoming weaker, slower, or more fragile. Your body is constantly repairing and rebuilding itself, even at 60, 70, or 80 years old. But only if you give it the right building blocks. Calcium, high-quality protein, vitamin K2, phosphorus, and healthy fats are not just nice-to-have nutrients. They are the raw materials your body uses every day to maintain bone density, repair tiny muscle tears, and keep your balance sharp, so you can avoid dangerous falls. The right cheeses are one of the few foods that combine all of these in a single delicious package. Let's quickly revisit what makes each one so valuable. Parmesan, for example, is like nature's compact bone, supplement, packed with calcium and K2 in a form your body can actually use thanks to the way it's aged. Cottage cheese is the ultimate muscle repair food, perfect before bed to keep protein trickling into your system all night long. Feta brings the benefits of Mediterranean eating with lean protein, CLA, and those gut-friendly properties that keep inflammation in check. Gruyere delivers a unique balance of calcium, phosphorus, zinc, and vitamin A, all critical for seniors who want to keep their bones and joints working like they did decades earlier. And blue cheese, the surprise on our list, shows that even something with a strong flavor and bold reputation can offer powerful probiotics and compounds, like spermidine, that researchers believe could help extend healthy lifespan. Now, how do you actually put this knowledge into action? First, portion size matters. Cheese is nutrient-dense, so a small serving, usually 1 to 2 ounces, is enough to give you real benefits without adding too many calories or excess saturated fat. Second, variety is your friend. By rotating between these cheeses, you get a broader spectrum of nutrients and avoid taste fatigue. One day it's Parmesan shaved over roasted vegetables. The next it's cottage cheese with fresh berries. And maybe later in the week it's a Greek salad with a crumble of feta. Third, pairing is powerful. Remember, certain vitamins are fat-soluble, meaning your body absorbs them better when eaten with healthy fats, like olive oil, avocado, or nuts. That's why the Mediterranean tradition of combining feta with olive oil isn't just tasty. It's science-backed nutrition. Storage and quality are also critical. Hard cheeses like Parmesan and Gruyere can last for weeks in the fridge. If wrapped properly in wax paper, and then loosely in foil. This lets them breathe and prevents mold. Softer cheeses like feta and cottage cheese should be stored in airtight containers. And feta, in particular, can last longer if kept in its brine. For blue cheese, buy smaller portions to enjoy at peak freshness, as its flavor changes quickly. Always look for authentic varieties, real Parmigiano, traditionally made feta, Gruyere with the Swiss AOP label, because many mass-produced imitations cut corners, which can reduce their nutritional value and even add unnecessary preservatives. One more thing, while these cheeses are nutrient-rich, they're not a free pass to eat unlimited amounts. Seniors with high blood pressure should monitor sodium intake, and those with kidney issues may need to limit very high-protein foods. But for most healthy older adults, a moderate daily serving can fit beautifully into a balanced diet. And remember, balance is the key. Cheese works best when it's part of a whole food eating pattern that includes vegetables, whole grains, fruits, lean proteins, and healthy fats. So the next time you're at the grocery store, think of this list. You're not just buying food, you're buying insurance for your independence, your mobility, and your quality of life. Imagine being in your 70s and still able to carry groceries, climb stairs without pain, or travel without worrying. About your strength, these are the real benefits of making small but smart choices now. You might be surprised how quickly you notice changes. Steadier balance, fewer muscle aches, better digestion, and even improved mood. If you learned something new today, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these cheeses do you already enjoy? And which one will you try next? Have you noticed a difference in your strength or bone health since adding more dairy into your diet? Your story could be exactly what another senior needs to hear to make a change. And if you found this helpful, please subscribe to Healthy Seniors and turn on notifications. Every week, we share senior health tips backed by science and made practical for your everyday life. Remember, healthy choices today build the freedom to live life fully tomorrow. You have more control over your health than you might think, and it can start with something as simple as the cheese on your plate.